is this better, or is it? I'm gonna put this on to to play it safe. So I just came back from seeing. Anyway, I just came back from the cinemas. I watched the movie Split, and oh my god, why did I think this was going to be a good movie? Alright, let's start with the acting, because that's probably the best part about the movie, without a question. In fact, that's the whole reason why I wanted to see the movie in the first place. It was because I wanted to see how this actor portrayed so many different personalities, but we only got like 4, 5, maybe 6 personalities out of 23, was it 24? And that was kind of disappointing to me, because I want to see how this person can change how they act and how they do things in the movie. And like, look, I've always been like intrigued by acting. Acting definitely is the thing that I want to do if I go into the film industry, because you get to be someone completely different each role you get, hopefully, unless you're Marvel, but I wouldn't be complaining if I was either. Yeah, the other thing with the movie that I kind of liked was definitely the shit, what's it called? The casting, yeah. I like the casting. I don't actually, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, beyond that, the movie's just terrible. This isn't going into spoiler territory, but at the beginning of the movie, they introduced a character just to kill him off within like 2 maybe minutes. They introduce a character and essentially kill him off. Well, he's not killed, but like, he's not in the movie after that point, so what was he doing? Whatever. The 2 leads, I have to say, were really cool. I liked the way that each of them portrayed their characters, especially the guy who played Kevin. I forget his name from the top of my head. James something, whatever. But yeah, I like the acting. That's about all I really liked, honestly. The editing was okay. The music barely memorable. Like, even in some of the in Batman vs Superman, that shit show. I remembered some songs stuck in my head, like "Beautiful Lie" at the beginning of the movie when Bruce Wayne's parents are being killed for the 5th, 6th time on the big screen. Anything else with it? Alright, so I guess I should start going into spoiler territory. If you don't want spoilers, just click here maybe, I don't know. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. So the movie starts out with our protagonist, Casey. Yeah. Oh, another thing with this. The plot is just all over the place. Like, it feels very rushed. The beginning of the movie feels extremely rushed, right? So it feels like they go into the psychological stuff too quickly. Like, you need to build that up. Like, the antagonist essentially carjacks the guy, kidnaps them, takes them to a place, and that's like within 5 minutes. I say you could have pushed that back to like maybe 20 minutes after you've established the characters, what their life was like, instead of just, you know, throwing them in and saying, here's your protagonist, here's your antagonist, let's go. It's not fun to watch. The writing makes the characters seem so fucking bland and boring. Sure, they're in a stressful situation, but come on, really? Like, is common sense thrown out the window with this fucking shit show? I guess with the ending like that, it probably was. Alright, so yeah, eventually the girls are kidnapped, blah blah blah, a bunch of shit happens. Then they bring up a plot point that doesn't come up ever again. After, like, so yeah, eventually Kevin goes to the thing, the person that, what's her name? Kevin goes to the psychiatrist lady, and what's the point of having her in the movie besides, like, talking about Kevin? They could have had an alternate personality for Kevin that was really open about the situation that his mental state is in, and instead of having a psychiatrist, we could have had the protagonist, like, listening to this certain personality that would, like, sort of explain what's going on in his head. Like, there's a door that, yeah, so they're locked in a room, right? The door, they could have done the shot where the screen is essentially like this. On one side, the person is sitting against the wall, on the other, sort of doing the same thing, and the antagonist, or, well, Kevin would have said, would have, like, explained what was going on in his head through one of his personalities that was more open and more sympathetic. And just when the protagonist is like, oh yeah, like, I feel so sorry for you, like, there's a banging on the door and, like, another personality has taken over or something like that. You know, there's so many things they could have done with this that would have been so much fucking better. You know, it's kind of stupid. Like, the old lady psychiatrist wasn't even necessary. You know, she was just kind of there because there has to be an extra subplot character. But if you're gonna have a subplot character, at least make it worth my while. Like, Gone Girl, the protagonists are going towards the same goal, but they conflict with each other, I think. I haven't seen it, but I watched the video. Why am I referencing a movie that I haven't seen? I'm not a reliable source, guys. As time goes on, the movie essentially turns from a psychological character-driven thing, and by the way, the characters are boring, so I was barely able to watch the... What? I was barely able to watch the characters without feeling like, what's the point? These characters do not intrigue me at all. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. The writing is terrible. Just the plot. Alright, so the tone of the movie goes from psychological thriller horror thing to slasher monster movie at the end, and that's not what this movie is supposed to be. I don't believe this movie is supposed to be a psychological horror. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe it's meant to be an action event. I think it's a psychological thriller. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but that's what it felt more like. It was going between, like, 3 different genres. It was stupid. Yeah, beyond that, I can't really think of much else to say besides that it's not fun. Don't watch it. Never watch it. If you watch it, just stop. Alright. After a while, when the movie ends, there's a reference to Unbreakables, another movie that came out ages ago. I'm gonna watch that because apparently that has an interesting plot and an interesting take on the superhero genre specifically. Sort of like I don't know. Honestly, just I don't recommend this movie to anyone. It's let's go with a 3.5 out of 10. You know, fucking no, we can do better than that. We can go 2.5. Okay, fuck this movie. Why did I watch it? This is how I'm feeling after the fucking movie. You know, a movie shouldn't make me be feeling like, why the fuck did I watch this? This is terrible. It should be making me feel like, oh, this movie's so awesome. I can't wait for the director's next movie, or like I can't wait to see like something actually fucking good. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Split. Just a terrible movie in general. Just never watch this movie. This is gonna have barely any editing, by the way. This is gonna have like the only editing it's really gonna have is like maybe some pictures over here. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that's essentially my thoughts on the movie. Rant over, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck you guys. I'll see you next time. Subscribe if you want. Share the video.